Hello everybody, my name is Rolak, and welcome back to Perfect Dark. I hope you've all had a good New Year's, or whatever that is. Last time, we went over the last two of the bonus missions, being Mayan SOS and the Duel, and to be honest, there's not a whole lot left to show off in Perfect Dark, so I figured why not show off basically the tutorial zone of the Carrington Institute. Not too much interesting to look at up here. We can go see Carrington.
Hello, Joanna.
Hiya.
We're all very proud of you, Joe.
Thanks, Carrington. Not being weird at all. So Carrington's just, you know, a bit of flavor text and stuff like that. If we head over to this side over here...
Welcome to Hacker Central.
Hi.
If you hear any info, let me know, okay? I'm all ears.
So, with these computers, we can actually find out information about certain characters and such. This is pretty much just the lore segment of the game. Pretty much telling us about the Mayans, the Scalar Warrior, and just the story. Just the entire story is being detailed here. If you don't know if you don't know about anything that's going on in the story, and I would not blame you because it's a little unclear as to what's happening sometimes in the game, but this is where you want to go if you want to read the lore and stuff. I'm not going to be reading it myself because that would take, you know, a while. I'm not going to do like a whole episode dedicated to reading all the bios and stuff, simply because it doesn't really need to be said. I mean, we kind of already know everything about like every character that we need to. And really, it's not even a lot of information about it. You can really just read it here. But yeah, this is just all the information about all the different characters. Meyer has eyes closed. That's weird. Carol. The U.S. President. And Johnny Boy, who is for some reason in the Area 51 like shock trooper guard armor for some reason. Background. Yeah, this is all the background information for the story. It's a lot of stuff. Like a lot of information. It's crazy. And the story, I think, does it say that it takes place in 2023? Somewhere? No, it doesn't seem like it does. But yeah, that's what is this? Information. And then this one are cheats. In this game, doing certain activities or goals, basically completing a mission in a set amount of time will unlock, and depending on the mission, completing a mission in a certain amount of time in the right difficulty will unlock you cheats. Cheats are more or less just to enjoy the game as just fun stuff. Pretty much just do whatever you want with these things. It can get really ridiculous if you just put every single thing on. But yeah, those are the cheats. I'll go into more detail about the cheats in a moment, just because, you know, can't always go into detail about that. This place, what do you guys got? Devices. This is the training area for the devices and how to use all the devices. If you go over here, or not, do we actually have to go on this computer? Yes, I think it is, yes. Okay, so yeah. This is basically the tutorial for devices and how to use them. So we just go into that. Technically, I should have stand next to the terminal and use the uplink. Alright. Connection established. And there we go. That opens that. Yeah, yeah. It's basically just telling you how to use each device. I don't think there's any, like, proper reward for doing all the devices, but it's just to get you acquainted with all the different devices that are in the game. A helpful tutorial, obviously. If we go downstairs, there's not as much... Well, there is actually more stuff to do downstairs. Probably the more interesting stuff, actually. Because let's go here first, because I'm pretty sure this is the VR training room. Yes.
Hi, what can I do for you?
So here, this is holo training. This is where you get acquainted with the basic controls for Perfect Dark. You know how to use looking around, use the C buttons to look around. Just by looking at things, like you look down, look all the way up, look up slightly, and look up slightly more, and then you just go and activate all these, and there you go. What else do we got? Unarmed combat. This is basically where you just, whack them. Get a stationary moving, and you gotta hit them from behind. Knock out this arm, all enemies without getting hit. There we go. And this is where this one gets a little weird. It wants us to knock out this opponent, but it wants us to do it stealthily, which is kind of annoying. So we just wait for him. Oh, he saw us. Okay. Hiya. Final guard. Ow! Yeah. This is basically just getting acquainted with the basic controls of the game.
Last-minute training, huh?
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, and the last interesting note of point is this place, the firing range.
A star agent.
Hello.
I'm expecting a good show. Don't let me down.
I won't, Foster. This is basically where you go for every information about every single gun in the game. And if you go into here, activate this console, we can do training with the weapon. Most training situations just want you to just get a certain goal for some of the weapons. Other times, the higher difficulty, they go a bit different, such as moving targets. Sometimes you'll have to take advantage of some secondary fires. And sometimes you also have less time to do it and less ammo to do it. Every single weapon can be used in this mode. And it's pretty much just giving you a tutorial for like everything. And, should also point this out, if you get a bronze star in every single... I'm pretty sure it's a bronze star in every single... No, that's to unlock duel. I think if you get gold stars, or at least complete at least most of the basic training weapons, you unlock the classic weapons. These weapons are from GoldenEye 007. It's basically unlock every weapon from that game. Almost every weapon. Classic weapons, you can unlock the PP91, CC13, the Klob, KF7 Special, the ZZT, DMC, the AR-45, AR-53, and the RCP-45. These weapons don't have any ammo from the main story, I believe. I'm not too sure about that. They all reload at the same speed, just they plop the gun down and reloads. What else is there to show? There is this, I don't know, I'm just going to show a little fun thing that I always used to do. So if we head all the way down, actually we'll go this way, a little bit faster. We'll go here. I think this is where it details...
What do you want?
Hi.
Nah, I just want to check what this is. Hangar information. This is basically lore about locations. Every single level has information about all the different vehicles. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to read, if you want to read that stuff. And this is basically where you get acquainted with the basement of the Carrington Institute, if you haven't already. There it is. Mr. Crate.
Ready for you a half hour ago.
Yeah, shut up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So if we take Mr. Crate and we go all the way up to the firing range, we can do something that is very, very fun. And albeit a little stupid, but still enjoyable. So we take it here, open it up, and... well,
Leave me alone, would you?
no, I will. I will be leaving you alone very momentarily. But if we put the crate there, going to say combat knife, we can do this, which is very enjoyable for some reason. Yeah, you hold open the door. If you don't walk out, you can throw knives and also just bombard both of them with like a crossbow or something, such as, let's abort and let's do crossbow. Not in the gold version because that's gonna give us no time to do anything. Insta kill. Pew 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 pew. Right, we gotta reload, which has been unfortunate. Yep. Yeah, just this game's awesome.
Don't you have to be somewhere?
As you say, with a head full of arrows. But yeah, the Carrington Institute is mainly just to get yourself acquainted with the layout, like how to play the game. It's a tutorial zone. That's all it really is. And speaking of tutorial, here's a hover bike. Just take this thing for a spin. You can't really go too far with it. I think you can only be in this little area here. Yeah, you can't even go up or down. You can go like through here, but that's as far as you'll get. But yeah, that's pretty much all the Institute has to offer. You can explore like the basement and everything, but really this whole level is more or less just designed for the mission Carrington Institute Defense. But yeah, let's go over some more interesting details about Perfect Dark, starting with the cheats. So activating cheats is pretty simple. You just go ahead and click anything you want. Everything is stupid if we just turn everything on. Because it gets really ridiculous. So, turning on that will do this. So, the issue with Perfect Dark mode is that everything is always in perpetual darkness. I'm also turned on small characters, enemy rockets, DK mode, enemy shields if you want to make it more difficult. Joanna starts with a shield. Oh, lights are just like disabled. Interesting. Got every single weapon in the game, including where is it? Oh, is it not actually in this? No, it should be. Tranquilizer, proximity. Oh, I think it's at the very bottom. Yeah, the Psychosis gun. Even with the infinite ammo cheat.
What the hell?
Oh, you actually need to disable there. You actually need to disable their shields. Okay. The Psychosis gun is available for all gun solo mode, or I think it's just the cheat itself. Oh, you got shields. Interesting. But yeah, you also have access to all the classic guns from 007. Such as so. They each have their own fancy little reload. Including the shitty Claw, the worst gun in the game. Okay, 7 Special. Easy T9 millimeter. The DMC. AR-53. Nope, not that one. And the best gun, the RCP-45. So yeah, cheats are fun. They're fun little bonuses. Should be noted, you can see that everything is cheat. So, unfortunately, or probably not unfortunately, completing a mission with a cheat on will prevent you from saving any data from that mission. So you can't unlock more cheats with cheats. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's kind of fair to play in the game. Some of the cheats are very easy to complete. Other times they are very difficult to actually do. So I'm actually going to show off. We'll just do this. Do that. Hang on. Let's do Darku. Let's do that, and then we go into here, and we actually go see how we unlock all the cheats, such as Chicago Stealth for cheat DK mode. you can sometimes just complete the level and you'll unlock something, or you'll have to complete certain missions in a certain amount of time. For example, I think gameplay... Area 51 escape on agent in under 350 for cheat invincible. What was that? Area 51 escape. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to do. G5 building, reconnaissance on agent in under 140. Strategic cloaking device. This is what you use that one strategy I showed you back in the mission where you use the camp spy to time out the door decoder, so you'll make it go a lot faster. A lot of these are fairly challenging. I don't know what the hardest one is, to be honest. There's attack ship covert assault on special agent, under 517 for cheat alien, which basically you get Elvis as a little buddy. Oh yeah, you can do a thing called cooperative. Basically, if you have a second controller attached to the console, you're able to have a little buddy with you in a mission. You can also do this with just an AI. The results of her performance, being Velvet Dark, varies. Let's see how well she does against one enemy. If she can get down the bloody catwalk. Come on. Come on. Are you good? Just gonna spin around a little bit. You are equipped with radar to tell you where they are. Come on. You can do it. It's not that hard. Hey, how's it going? Come on, you can do it. There we go. You can also just kill her. It's really not important. Then you get the Vulcan too. Well, there you go. But yeah, that's cooperative. There's counter-operative, which I cannot do because I don't have a second player at the moment. I probably will show it off at a later point while I get, stuff, settled out. Counter-operative is when you have your second player act as an enemy player, as an enemy character in the level. They spawn as a random enemy located in the level, and their job is to just kill you. They're basically a more competent AI because they're being controlled by a person. Now let's go back to the main file because this one is not needed. Okay, there's Combat Simulator, which is the multiplayer, the main multiplayer mode in this game. Here you can set up scenarios to fight against either AIs called simulates, or you can add players individually with more connected controllers, or in my case, keyboard and mouse, because this is on the 1964 emulator. You can do different scenarios, being the different game modes. Combat's basic, just like team, like frag, deathmatch, like kill people to get points. Hold the briefcase is... what is it? What's a good example? Shine Runners and Mario Kart. You hold on to the briefcase for as long as possible and then you win. Hacker Central, you go to a terminal, you hack something, and then you win. Pop a cap, I have no idea. King of the Hill is, King of the Hill. Capture an area and you hold it. Capture the case is capture the flag. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of different options and stuff. We can do most of the arenas, and we also unlock some of the classic ones from 007 GoldenEye as well by completing challenges. Completing challenges will unlock you more customization options, such as arenas, weapons. You can choose preset loadouts, or you can do custom, where you can practically choose any weapon or little gadget. There's limits, time, score, and team score, player handicaps, simulants, teams, you can assign that stuff. There's player setups where you can save preset character designs, such as choosing the different looks of characters, which involves pretty much every single design in the game, if you manage to unlock everything, which isn't too difficult to do if you're decently good at the game. If we go to the very end... like the very, very end. Oh, there they are. We get dinner jackets. Or 007. Another reference to such. As for heads, there's Shigeru Miyamoto. I think that's it for... no. Some of the heads are team members of Rare, so that's a little interesting tidbit there. But yeah, you can mix and match to your heart's content. You can choose a control style, player options. You got your stats. You save a character, choose all the different soundtracks, which, by the way, has every version of every song in this game, being, you know, Daytime Central, the intense version for when something happens. But interestingly enough, this game has an X version of every single track in every single level, even if that track never appears in the story mode. For example, Datadyne Research X, this track never plays in the main story, at least to my knowledge, because I cannot figure out how you would get this soundtrack, because there's no intense moment in Datadyne Research. It's all pretty lax throughout the entirety of the level. I think another one that happens is, I think Chicago X does happen. I think that's when the police are alerted to your presence by the FBI agents. Aside from that, I'm not too sure. Area 51 Infiltration has one. Rescue has one. Escape has one. Airbase has one. Air Force One. After you get the president. Crash Site X. As far as I'm aware, this track doesn't appear in the game at all, because there's no a certain point where like something happens. Nor for the Pelagic 2X, I believe, because there's no instance in that level as well when you are like in a tense situation. Deep Sea is when you're escaping the Seaton ship. This is when the bomb goes off, or when the bomb is alerted in instant defense. This is like when you're taking the bridge. I think this is the final battle. No, this is with the Skedar army. Which is weird, because I don't think there's an actual track for when you're fighting the Skedar king. Is there? 92 years, day and night actions, the operative. No, there isn't. That's interesting. This is the basic one. Multiple tunes, you basically just have them on shuffle. You got team names. You can do so much with the multiplayer in this game. It's really insane how much there is. Obviously, a lot more fun with friends. I am going to try and attempt to do some multiplayer videos in the near future, because we're currently right now for my setup, I would need separate keyboard and mouses to do so, and that would make it very cramped. We could do it on Parsec, but it is a bit tricky to do so. I would need like 4 different keyboards for that kind of thing. And mice, obviously. What else is there to show? Aside from options, not really. Oh, language filter. So, if you know, concerns of parents with their kids playing a game where you shoot people, they obviously are concerned with swearing. So there is very little swearing in this game. It's almost negligible how little swearing there is in this game. But with the few ones that there are, like sometimes enemies call you a bitch, or like move your ass or something like that. But in some cutscenes, characters do have slight swears. But instead of censoring them, they do something which is even more bizarre, where they just cut out an entire paragraph of dialogue. I'm going to show you the cutscene for... Where is it? Air Force One, Last Chance.
Have you thought any more about that proposal I gave you, sir?
My answer remains the same. I'm sorry, Trent, but no. I won't loan the Pelagic 2 to Datadyne. Now please, can we move on to other matters?
But this is a golden opportunity to show that America has faith in its industries and will back them. As you wish, sir. My last chance? You fool. That was yours.
So yeah, instead of just, you know, changing the one word or censoring the word, they decide to just cut out his entire bit of dialogue. Because if you remember from the original cutscene, he starts off the sentence with "damn it, man." That is the only swear in that entire paragraph, yet they for some reason decided to cut out the entirety of it. There are some other instances of it. I can't remember exactly which one. Oh, fucking, if we go to Video Nasty,
Okay, Joanna, take
this
a look
one's
at this.
this one's really
Our
stupid
operator
too,
inside Area 51 was able to get this out to us.
because this one's so weird.
This is your entry point, a deserted helipad on the edge of the base. The lift down to the hangars and the rendezvous point is beyond that wall. Watch out for these guards. Here's the communications antenna. Attach a comms rider bug so we can talk to you when you're inside the base. Again, watch out for hostiles. Here is our friend. He appears to be physically unhurt, though he hasn't regained consciousness yet. By the look of it, the surgeons are almost done with their preliminary tests and will begin dissection soon.
But who was...
Any questions? No. Good. Away you go to the hangar.
So, without the language filter, Joanna exclaims, "Oh my god," when she sees the alien. But for some reason they cut that part out too, which is very, very strange. I can't recall if there's any other instances of that. Or at least none that I could think of. Oh, right, yeah, the intro for Escape.
I don't care much for procedures.
Direct to East and we'll hear about this young lady.
So, the one doctor starts off his sentence with, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And then they cut out that entire dialogue as well. And Joanna just awkwardly says, "I don't care much for procedures." Like, come on, man. I can't recall if there's any other one. I don't think there is. Yeah, no, everything else is just as fine. There's display options. Oh, you can do paintball, which paintball's fun. I'll just show this off. So instead of blood or bullet holes, it's paintball. Instead of blood, people bleed paint. So yay, paintball, yay. Yay, paintball. They're not dead, they're alive still. But yeah, that's some fun things there. What else is there to show? I'm going to turn off language filter. Video, stuff like that. Control, display. Show gun function, ammo on screen. You can basically just have a HUD-less game, which I don't know why you would want. Show much time is important. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Perfect Dark. That's pretty much every little information about the game that you could really go over. I'm not going to bother showing off like all the different types of tutorial stuff because that's, you know, tutorial stuff and we're at the end of the series. If I wanted to do all that, I would have done that at the beginning of the Let's Play, but I figured it wouldn't be necessary to do so. So I just started off, you know, the first mission and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the game. There's nothing else really needed to go over. I don't really need to go over all the different cheats because that would take forever. Like on how to unlock them. You can just look that up online. And the game does tell you what you need to do to unlock the cheats. So it's really not too, you know, concerning to talk about. I am going to do basically a review video with me just, you know, talking about the game and stuff like that. And giving my impressions on the Let's Play itself. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. If this is like the last episode, thank you all for watching this series. This is a lot of fun to go back to this game. And I'll see you later in the year to start off with some projects that I'll hopefully get off the ground and not put off for several months at a hand. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you all for watching. My name has been Rolak. And until next time, you all have yourselves a good day.